Even during the campaign period, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. placed emphasis on the agriculture sector, with his promise to bring down the price of rice to 20 pesos per kilo. Now that Marcos Jr. is also the concurrent agriculture chief, it's no longer surprising that the industry took center stage in his first State of the Nation address. The President outlined his plan to increase food production in the next planting season through delivering financial and technical assistance to farmers.
Ang mga pautang at financial assistance sa mga magbubukid at mangingisda ay magiging institusyon at patakaran ng aking administrasyon.
PBBM also promised fuel subsidy, cheaper fertilizer, pesticides, seeds and feeds for farmers, piggeries and poultry farms. But the chief executive also did the unexpected. He requested the Congress to free agrarian reform beneficiaries from their debt burdens.
The condonation of the existing agrarian reform loan will cover the amount of 58.125 billion pesos, benefiting 654,000 agrarian reform beneficiaries and involving a total of 1.18 million hectares of awarded lands.
Marcos Jr. also mentioned the establishment of the National Farm-to-Market Road Network to ensure the faster delivery of agricultural goods to consumers. He also wants to reinstate the Kadiwa centers that were first introduced during Marcos Sr.'s time. Despite all this, the President admits it will take time for his administration to execute these plans.
Hindi ito magagawa sa isang araw. Hindi magagawa sa isang buwan o isang taon lamang. Ngunit kailangan na natin simulaan ngayon.
Meanwhile, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. promised to implement a sound fiscal management to help the Philippine economy recover and expand in the coming years. The chief executive says the government will simplify the tax system to make it easier for Filipinos to pay their dues. Among the tax reforms he will push for is imposing VAT on digital service providers.
Our tax system will be adjusted in order to catch up with the rapid developments of the digital economy, including the imposition of value-added tax on digital service providers. The initial revenue impact will be around 11.7 billion pesos in 2023 alone.
Marcos Jr. also did a recap of his administration's economic growth projections, including increasing the country's GDP to 6.5 to 7.5% by the end of 2022, bringing down inflation rate to 2.5 to 4.5% in 2023, and reducing poverty rate to a single-digit figure of 9% by the end of his term in 2028. Mobile journalist Julie Baiza, We Are One News.